Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Lord of All. My hero has hundreds of millions of supermodels. Chapter 11. What to do, what to do, what to do. Such a thick thigh, after licking it for so long, is about to disappear. Without the development of troops, it would be impossible to survive even the 7th day of Monster Siege. Su Shen, think twice. Su Xiao didn't answer, and Long Chao Chao was so anxious that she burst into tears. Su Xiao is really a weirdo. I told you a long time ago that that guy has a mental problem. The crowd murmured. In the distance, a slim woman dressed in white looked at Su Xiao and frowned slightly. She is Yi Qinghan, the school beauty of Qingzhou Middle School and the goddess in the hearts of her classmates. Also, strangers are not allowed to enter, maybe because she is a girl, her reputation is much better than Su Xiao. Give up the initial unit building. What on earth was Su Xiao thinking? After yesterday's bear meat auction at Long Chao Chao, Yi Qinghan was convinced that Su Xiao was not lying. The bear meat was indeed boss level. Except for boss, only high-level creatures possess such rich vitality. And high-level creatures are unlikely to appear near newcomers' territories. Therefore, it can only be boss. This Su Xiao is very lucky. She couldn't envy this kind of opportunity. Yi Qinghan didn't understand why Su Xiao, who had such an opportunity, chose to cut off his arms and give up the starting unit building. What can you get if you give up the military building at the beginning? Just for the 100 points of territory energy. Indeed, if you do not choose an army building in this unit space, you can get 100 points of territory energy. Are you losing your mind for 100 territory energy? Territory energy is indeed more important for the early development of the territory. Territory buildings can be developed and upgraded. But that's not a reason to give up on military building. Everyone's territory starts with 100 territory energy points. On the first day, accelerating the construction of an arrow tower requires 10 points of territory energy. After building a few arrow towers, there will still be some left over, which can be used to upgrade military structures. Su Xiao doesn't even need unit buildings, just to get another 100 points of territory energy. Picture what? Wait, could it be that the energy in his territory has been used up? Then he built 10 arrow towers yesterday. If you get another 100 points of territory energy, well, you can use it to build a hero hall. Recruit a hero and install 10 arrow towers. The combat effectiveness of this configuration was indeed good in the first 2 days. But further down the road, the shortage of combat power of the arms will become more and more obvious, and the territory will gradually be stretched. It is impossible for 1 hero and 10 arrow towers to defend the city against the tide of monsters. The construction of walls is also essential. It was a defensive artifact against the tide of monsters attacking the city. Su Xiao, what are you thinking about? Yi Qinghan couldn't understand. Su Xiao, please stop bragging. I really don't believe it. You don't choose military structures. If you don't want to tell everyone, just say it. Why hide it? Qi Yun stepped forward and looked at Su Xiao with an aggressive tone. Of all the people present, Su Xiao is the one who is least willing to give up on unit building. If Su Xiao died like this, how will he witness Qi Yun's greatness in the future? Qi Yun was unwilling. He wants Su Xiao to remember his name forever. Facing Qi Yun's provocation, Su Xiao said nothing and turned around and walked towards the turntables placed in the troop space. This kid Qi Yun is not in the same class as him. He had no impression of it before. It's been like having a seizure lately, always making trouble for him and trying to get his attention. Just like a child, when facing this kind of person, the more you talk to him, the more energetic he becomes. Only by ignoring him can real harm be caused. Therefore, Su Xiao chose to ignore it. I am willing to spend 10 years of my life to beg for the strongest cultivation arm. God, give me a mythical magician. I want to get the legendary archer. Amitabha, Buddha bless me, the poor monk wants soldiers with beautiful figures. Urgent as a rule, get the elves, arms. Beside the carousel in the troop space, the noises of many lords continued. Some put their palms together and closed their eyes to make wishes. Some are even still doing it. However, all they can do is roughly choose a type, and it is impossible to fulfill their wishes. Most of the light coming out of the turntable is white and ordinary. An occasional flash of blue light can cause an uproar. White common, blue advanced, purple rare, golden legend, red epic, colorful myth. An ordinary lord would be lucky enough to obtain an ordinary 9-star military building. Obtaining a high-level unit building, even if it is just a high-level 1-star, will help you stand out. As for the rarity of purple, that is enough to attract the country's attention. In the human arms space, most of the arms buildings that come are human arms. It is rare to see foreign soldiers. If there are, they are mostly insects and beasts. Therefore, those lords who are eager to obtain the blonde beauty of the elves can only fantasize. Wishes are just wishes after all. Give up the extraction. Su Xiao's understatement made the surrounding area quiet. Everyone stared at Su Xiao blankly without saying a word. Where does this idiot come from? Not far away. Qi Yun and others were completely stunned. No, are you serious? A lord doesn't develop troops at the beginning. If you abandon unit buildings at the beginning, then only develop heroes. How much role can a hero play in the early stages of a territory? Qi Yun was dumbfounded. Then an indescribable sadness surged into my heart. But no matter how sad it is, facing Su Xiao's gradually disappearing figure, there is only emptiness and powerlessness. Choose a combat type. Qi Yun talked about a very general concept. Suddenly, the turntable's purple light shone, and a unit building card spun out and landed in Qi Yun's hand. Purple. Rare military building. Oh my god, he actually got a rare level unit building. Quickly go to that carousel and queue up, it's rare. The crowd was completely blown away. Brother Yun's beef beer. Brother Yun Qianggu. Brother Yun Wuwei. Brother Yun will dominate for a long time. The students of Qingzhou Middle School cheered. Even some classmates who didn't like Qi Yun's arrogant character became crazy. Because what Qi Yun has in his hands. But the rare level military building card, Fire Burning Sky. You can recruit a rare 3-star mage unit, Fire Mage. This kind of existence is enough to walk sideways in the early stages of the territory. Qi Yun looked at the excited crowd calmly. It's a pity that Su Xiao couldn't see such a scene. Otherwise, how much would Su Xiao regret giving up military building? At this time, a golden light suddenly rose into the sky. The whole audience was stunned. In the distance, the new lords from other countries can also see the golden light rising into the sky. Legend. Everyone stared blankly at the brilliant golden light. The huge space of arms was completely silent. Log into the All Heavens battle platform. Su Xiao, who left the military space, did not exit the virtual online world of the heavens. He chose to give up the initial unit building and obtain 100 points of territory energy, naturally to earn more things. Milty already has considerable fighting power. You can participate in battles in the virtual online world and win resource rewards. Besides, Su Xiao has already made up his mind to develop into a hero. Even if a mythical soldier comes to the world, it will be difficult to change his mind. His mythical 9-star lord talent, 3 souls and 6 paths, is really suitable for developing heroes. For lords who only followed the heroic genre, the endless world might not have existed. He is willing to be the first. Welcome to the battle platform of the heavens. Close black lens bracket. Detected that you have not given a name, please name your Zutian virtual online world character. Close black lens bracket. Looking at the prompts from Tiandao terminal, Su Xiao pondered slightly and replied. God knows what ghosts know. God knows and the ghost knows, the naming was successful. Close black lens bracket. Please select the battle mode. Close black lens bracket. Heroic battle. Please select the battle deposit. Close black lens bracket. 100 territory energy. Making matches in progress. Please wait. Close black lens bracket. Hero battle space. There was a white light all around, and Su Xiao pulled the projection screen in front of her. A flash of light flashed, and Milta's figure appeared beside him. The blonde little loli looked around curiously, her big eyes full of doubts. This is the hero battle space. Milty, you have to go all out in the battle later. Su Xiao said with a smile. Although she didn't understand how she got here, Milty still nodded and responded. Okay, Lord, Angel Glory, full open. God's Wrath, kill instantly with 1 sword. Tall figure, indifferent eyes, holy blonde hair. That glorious image is destined to give Su Xiao's opponents sleepless nights. Milty returned to her royal sister form. Even if the 12 wings did not blossom, it was enough to shock people. Winning side, God knows and ghosts know. Close black lens bracket. Congratulations on your victory, you have gained 100 points of territory energy. Close black lens bracket. Continue. Please select the battle deposit. Close black lens bracket. 200 territory energy. Making matches in progress. Please wait. Close black lens bracket. With Milta's exaggerated strength, Su Xiao started the massacre in the novice field. Damn, that blonde heroine is so perverted. Whether it's strength or appearance, it's too exaggerated. Contact Shinji Guixiao, I'm willing to pay a planet to buy her. Mom, I feel like I'm seeing an angel. Silly boy, where in the world do angels come from? The name of God knows Guixiao, and he has gradually become famous in the hero battle space of the human race. However, the overall amount of attention is only spread by word of mouth among opponents. The attention of hundreds of people has not caused much turmoil in the entire 3,000 worlds of the human race. That night, beside the fire, Su Xiao looked at the information from Tiandao Terminal, his eyes blank. On the side, Milty poked Su Xiao's face. What's wrong, Milty? Su Xiao turned her head and looked at the lovely Milty. It's okay. Milty shook her head. She thought the Lord was broken. He kept giggling foolishly. Hee. Su Xiao chuckled. Through today's hero battle, he obtained a large amount of early resources. Let me ask, how can anyone get thousands of territory energy on the second day of the game? It is enough to upgrade the level 2 territory. It's so cool to give up extracting troop buildings at the beginning of this wave. The third day, Su Xiao stood in front of the light blue Lord Crystal. On the side, Milty stared at the Lord Crystal with big eyes. She could feel that the light blue crystal was covered with a layer of mysterious energy. To protect it, although the Lord said that this is an endless world, there is a 7-day novice protection for new lords. But she was still curious. That look, it's like trying to cut a sword with the god's wrath in your hand to see how strong the invincible defense is. After last night's leveling, Milta's level has now been raised to level 10. The level limit of territorial units in level 1 territory has been reached. To upgrade a level 2 territory, you need to upgrade the Lord Crystal to level 2. Requires 100 units of wood, 100 units of stone, 100 units of iron ore, and 1000 territory energy. At present, the energy of the territory is sufficient, but some materials are needed. Among them, iron ore is the most rare. In some territories, iron ore may not be found even in the first month. Recruit. Su Xiao began to recruit farmers. Recruiting territorial beings usually costs a lot of money. The initial recruitment of farmers is the farmer recruitment card given by the newcomer Lord Welfare. In addition, each recruitment of a farmer requires territory energy equal to the current population x 10. After consuming 420 territory energy points, Su Xiao successfully recruited 7 farmers. The population of the territory has reached 10, reaching the upper limit of the population of level 1 territory. See you, Lord. A group of peasants knelt on the ground. Get up, Wan Gaoyuan, take them to search for resources in an area without the fog of war. By the way, bring this. Su Xiao threw the metal detector to Wan Gaoyuan. Yes, Lord. Wan Gaoyuan looked enthusiastic. He had been waiting for this day. If there is a new citizen in the territory, his status will naturally increase. Su Xiao watched Wan Gaoyuan and others go away. The nearby area has become very safe through Milta's cleaning. However, Milty concentrated on killing monsters and leveling up, and did not explore the resources carefully. Let Wan Gaoyuan and the others walk through it, and they should be able to get a little surprise. Lord, iron ore has been discovered. Su Xiao's eyes lit up. So lucky. This hilly start is really a pleasure. Lord, there is wild wheat, so big. It's time to clear up farmland. It's time to build the wheat seeder unlocked by killing the first boss. Farmers are cultivating farmland, and houses are built under Su Xiao's layout, consuming the energy of the territory. Residential houses are places where farmers rest and sleep. Once food, clothing, housing and transportation are met, farmers' loyalty will not decline. If you sleep in the wild for a long time and work hard, betrayal will easily occur. So, Su Xiao built 9 houses in one go. With the addition of the Hall of Heroes, the number of buildings in the territory reached 10, reaching the upper limit of the number of buildings in a level 1 territory. As for the arrow towers, he didn't want to build any of them. So with single-digit attack power, what's there to fix? In front of Milty, Su Xiao even lost the desire to level up. Milta's sword dealt 4-digit damage, and he was even able to reach the hammer level. It was only the third day, and the size of Su Xiao's territory was already similar to that of a small village. There are farmers who are good at fishing and often go to the river. There were farmers who were good at weaving, cutting animal skins and collecting cotton. Farmers who are good at physical strength, cut down trees, mine iron ore, and carry items. As long as resources are accumulated, it can be upgraded to a level 2 territory. At dusk, Su Xiao, who was tired of chewing bear meat, ate grilled fish with a satisfied look on his face. When he was idle, he opened the campus group chat to see how everyone was doing. Nima, brothers, I may have to leave. What's wrong? It's only been 3 days and you can't hold on anymore. To be honest, I really can't hold it anymore. My territory is a desert terrain, and the water source has been found, but for 3 days, I haven't even had a bite to eat. I'll go, Wang Wu, this is too miserable for you. Well, Wang Wu, you should have told me earlier and we would lend you a little help. Really? Of course, you can pay back double the amount later. Thank you so much. Su Xiao looked at it for a while, and the group chat was full of non-nutritious topics. Everyone is now making every effort to develop their territory and secretly compete with each other. Su Xiao also heard from Long Chao Chao that someone had obtained a legendary unit building. I keep talking about how enviable the legendary arms are at the beginning. It's a pity that she can't hold such big thighs. Su Xiao took a photo of grilled fish and posted it to the group. Su Xiao. Picture, at Wang Wu, do you want to eat? Quote, hold the grass, Su Shen. Real or fake? Wang Wu. What about that, Su Shen, do you want to give it to me? Wang Wu felt a little unreal. Su Xiao, who has always been indifferent to others, had never taken the initiative. Su Xiao. Well, there's a lot of meat, it's going to stink, don't waste it. Everyone. Thank you Su Shen. I gave some barbecue to the students who were struggling. Su Xiao yawned. At this moment, a golden light quickly flashed in front of him, making him tremble in fear. Until she saw the familiar young figure, Su Xiao calmed down and said, Mildy, why are you running so fast? Lord. Milta's face turned red and she said anxiously. There is a boss. Big boss. There are forces besieging the big boss. How many levels? Su Xiao looked happy. Over level 30. Milty replied. Suddenly, Su Xiao was speechless. He just let Milty continue to explore outside, but he didn't expect to reach out so far. Even hit the level 30 boss. Well, there are already forces laying siege. How about, go grab it? Su Xiao looked at Milty, and the more she thought about it, the more she felt that there was a lot to be done. The worst thing is, 2 people die at once. Anyway, Milty levels up quickly, so it's not really a loss. Come on, let's go take a look. Just do it when you think of it, Su Xiao doesn't delay. Half an hour later. Lord. How about I carry you on my back? Milty stared at Su Xiao with big eyes. No, no need. Su Xiao waved her hands, panting and flushed. He had tried his best to keep up with Milta's speed. It's okay, I can keep up. Su Xiao took a deep breath, her eyes firm. Milty scratched her head and said, but, I only used less than 1/10 of the speed. If this continues, it will take several days to get there. Su Xiao. In the end, Su Xiao reluctantly lay on Milta's back. If it takes several days to arrive, even the daylilies may be cold. It's just, he is a 1.8 meter tall man, lying on a little Lolita, no matter how you look at it, it's funny. Those who didn't know better thought he was bullying people. Mildy, can you turn on your angelic glory? Su Xiao was a little embarrassed about being a lord. He would be more accepting if Milty showed her true self. Lord, that will make me very tired. Milty decisively refused. In the virtual online world of the heavens, it is okay to use the full angel radiance. But in this real world, a lot of her angelic glory will be consumed. If used excessively, it may even fall into a deep sleep. Angelic radiance is her core energy. It cannot be compensated by the infinite energy and physical strength of the human world. Okay. Su Xiao curled her lips and lowered her head, hoping that no one would bump into her along the way. Otherwise, then we have no choice but to kill people and silence them. Lord, hold me tight, Milty ordered. Su Xiao didn't take it seriously, hugged Milta's neck tightly, and wrapped her legs around Milta's waist. Because Milty is shorter, he looks like a curled-up bastard. Milty was carrying Su Xiao on her back, and the light golden luster in her eyes flashed away. Aha! Her figure turned into a stream of light and rushed forward quickly. Hold the grass. Su Xiao was full of words and hurriedly lowered his head. Damn, what kind of speed thing is this? Previously, Milty said that it was less than 1/10. TMD, 1%. It really saved him face. 1% of the speed is less than 1/10. The wind blew up the messy blonde hair, blowing all over Su Xiao's face. The holy breath of angels makes people feel relaxed and happy. Under the night, there are many rocks. A few shouts of killing could be heard, along with the sound of fighting with Jingo, which made people very excited. Su Xiao crouched in the grass and glanced at the regional channels. It was quiet, not a bubbling sound. It seems that this group of people discovered the boss secretly. In the endless world, no one would want to share the boss with others unless they can't eat it. Far away, in the scorched wasteland, a giant dragon panted, its scarlet pupils scanning the surroundings. These ants are as big as ants. If it were in its heyday, a breath of dragon's breath would be enough to kill him. Hundreds or thousands of people formed a square formation and besieged the dragon. The guards held shields, the archers drew their bows, and the mages chanted. Facing the extremely powerful dragon, few melee-type soldiers stepped forward and slashed twice. Using guards to block the dragon's collision, and then using long range to slowly grind it to death is the best way to defeat the dragon. This is a fighting method written in textbooks. Troops and heroes cannot be resurrected after death. Once he dies, the price paid is not only the recruitment cost, but also the training cost. The more advanced the units and heroes are, the less they can afford to die. At this moment, facing thousands of troops, after nearly a day and night of crusade, even the dragon's vitality was gradually showing signs of fatigue. Health value -2. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket -1. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket -2. Close black lens bracket. Weak point attack. Health value -5. Close black lens bracket. Arrows and magic hit the dragon's wound. The dragon's health is gradually declining. Very good. A heroic man clenched his fists. He stared at the dragon with his eyes filled with greed. This is a legendary boss. This is the most advanced person he has ever encountered in his 10 years as a lord. He is bound to get the items dropped by the boss. It's time to break the covenant. The heroic man glanced at the strength of the other territories. The 5 lords present were silent, knowing their own plans. The dragon no longer had the strength to roar. It's time to clear out the others. At this time, in an instant, golden light lit up. The night suddenly became like day. Open black lens bracket red flame fire dragon close black lens bracket. Level. Legendary 3-star, the growth coefficient is 66, and you will get 66 free attribute allocation points for each upgrade. Personality. Leader level boss unit hit value increased by 10 times, strength and defense increased by 1 times. Level. Level 35. HP. 1050 66,400. Physical strength. 1816. Spell strength. 4000. Physical defense. 2816. Spell defense. 3000. Skills. Flame tornado, red flame dragon breath, dragon roar. Evaluation. The Flame Overlord, a legend from the depths of the lava, arrived here for unknown reasons. Close black lens bracket. In front of such a powerful boss-level creature, the 5 territorial forces present spent a day and a night, and finally reduced its health to a very low state. This giant dragon has no magic power at this moment and cannot cast any spells. For those who prefer the development of magic, it is equivalent to fish on the chopping board. Just single-digit damage can kill him. So, Shang Junyi felt very happy and his expression was very excited. He has already grasped the Forbidden Demon scroll tightly in his hand, ready to attack friendly forces at any time to snatch the final blow from the boss. This is a legendary boss, no matter how much you pay, it is worth it. For 10 years, he had not even encountered a rare boss. At this moment, he was extremely excited to be able to defeat a legendary 3-star dragon. However, the sudden change caused the smile on his face to freeze. In an instant, the golden light was as bright as day, and it was so dazzling that people could not open their eyes. I saw a sword light slashing down from the sky. The golden sword light is like the scorching sun in the sky. Somehow, Shang Junyi remembered the vision of heaven and earth 2 days ago. The sun that reverses yin and yang and moves backward. Boom! The golden sword light slashed from the neck of the red flame fire dragon, and the strong shock wave erupted, shaking hundreds of shield-holding guards away. Holy Light Judgment, physical strength plus spell strength combined attack. Animal Path, the damage to 4 types of monsters, including birds, beasts, fish, and insects, is doubled. HP minus 5204, fatal attack. Close black lens bracket. The huge dragon head fell. Everyone looked at the 4-digit damage value displayed in the Tiandao terminal. The whole place was in shock. It can cause more than 5,000 damage. Doesn't that mean that the attack strength has reached 7 or 8,000? Shang Junyi was stunned and fell to his knees with a thud, not daring to raise his head for a long time. There was no trace of anger or resentment in his heart that the boss had been robbed. Just endless terror. When did such a terrifying power appear near this place? I really wish I was just passing by. In the golden light, Milty looked at the people kneeling in surrender with indifferent eyes. The attack strength of 7 or 8,000 that Shang Junyi thought was actually more than that. Because Milta's attack is a mixed damage, it must be exempted from both physical defense and spell defense. At level 10, Milty's spell power reaches 1855 points. At level 10, God's Wrath, the spell strength reaches 1000 points. Holding the Wrath of God, she has a spell power of up to 2855 points. With the ability of Absolute Double Blades, the physical strength also reaches 2855 points. Then use Holy Light Judgment to perform mixed attacks. The attack power is as high as 5710. Coupled with the Animal Path, the final attack power reached 11,420. Its strength has exceeded the scale of ordinary territory. It's hard to describe it with other words other than supermodel. Su Xiao was also shocked by this exaggerated attack. Fortunately, these people did not attack Milty. Otherwise, with Milta's small body, it would be really difficult to bear it. Since the return of the Absolute Double Blade is too high, Milty adopts the method of adding points to all magic powers. Plus her level is really too low. Now, it can be said that he is invincible at the same level. But in the face of high-level powerful enemies, it is the kind of super crispy person with high attack and low defense. These people who are kneeling and kowtowing don't understand. They randomly send an archer to shoot Milty with an arrow, which is enough to kill Milty instantly. The excessive level gap cannot be made up with a lot of enthusiasm. That's exactly what it is. The scene of 5,204 points of damage and killing the dragon with one sword frightened everyone on the spot. Endless world, disorderly killing. If a powerful person really passes by, whether to kill them or not depends entirely on his mood. The atmosphere was silent, and Shang Junyi's heart was stuck in his throat until half the time passed. He mustered up the courage to look up. The golden light that captivated people's hearts was gone. Also disappearing with it was the huge dragon head. On the flat wasteland, there was only a headless dragon corpse. From the broken part of his neck, blood was pouring out. The dragon's blood flowing on the ground bubbled from time to time, as if boiling. Shang Junyi's eyes showed greed. Although the drop reward for killing the legendary boss is gone. However, the dragon's corpse still has many benefits. Dragon scales can be used to create legendary armor. Dragon blood can be used to refine body-building elixirs. Dragon tendons can serve as bowstrings for legendary bows. With this body, so to speak, the territory can be said to be half a foot, stepping into the door of legend. Kill. In an instant, Shang Junyi activated the Forbidden Demon Scroll. Chaos arose, killing and killing took place. As for the great power passing by, no one paid any attention to it. The immediate interests are the most important. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.